Welcome back to Rim Racket. It's been a hot minute. Wrong phone. All right. Today, to welcome us back, we're gonna be doing the over under for every team. Um, so I guess let's just get into it because I don't have any news. All the news you guys have probably already seen.
Um,
So
there's kind of some high school ball news. The Boozer twins, Carlos Boozer's
oh
kids, they
yeah.
committed to Duke. That's news for me.
Okay, still don't care. All right. So we're just gonna start it off. We're just gonna hop into it. First episode in like months.
Hot minute.
Um, Atlanta Hawks over under is set at 36 and a half.
They were 36-46 last year, so I got the under.
I also have the
I
under.
got the under. Them getting rid of Dejounte Murray. Who did they get for him? They didn't.
Dyson Daniels.
I don't think Dyson Daniels is
Dyson
putting them
Daniels
over.
is good.
He's
but
good, but I don't think he's putting them over 36. So
Yeah, I took the under just because.
I think the East has just gotten better.
I feel like the East has gotten better, but at the same time, I don't know. In my personal opinion, I don't know if Trey Young is gonna be there. Like the whole season. I feel like he is gonna request a trade unless he just loves the Hawks. I don't know. I'm not Trey Young. If he wants to win, it's not gonna be with the Hawks though. Um, Next team, Boston Celtics. Their over under is set at 57 and a half.
They were 64-18 last year.
64 and 18 last year.
They didn't really lose anybody, did they?
They haven't. No.
I don't recall.
The only thing is that Al Horford is 38 years old, and Kristaps Porzingis will be injured to start the season. But I'm still taking the over.
I'm taking the over too. They won most of the finals without Porzingis, so
Yeah. I just think that team is. It's just they have everything that they need, and Xavier Tillman is very underrated. So he might be the one starting. I don't know.
overall the best team in basketball. So I feel like that's a
Yeah.
pretty fair statement.
Next team, Brooklyn Nets over under 18 and a half.
They were 32-50 last year.
32 and 50. That's better than I thought they were going to be.
A lot better.
Yeah,
What'd you
actually,
say? What'd you say it was? There.
18 and a half.
That would be better than Washington and Detroit last year, but not as good as Charlotte. So
Well, they also lost Mikal Bridges.
true.
I am taking the under because I think Cooper Flag's in this draft.
Yes.
And if you're going to suck, suck.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the under for the Brooklyn Nets.
I'll take the under. I honestly forgot about them losing Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, they lost Mikal Bridges. Cam Thomas
Is
can get you a bucket, but there's only so many buckets he can get you.
right.
It's a 5-man, it's a 15-man roster.
Unless he just turns it up
Unless he scores 100,
14 times.
yeah, I don't know. I think they'll probably end up around the 18. Like it wouldn't surprise me if they go over. 18's low,
Yeah.
but just in the grand scheme of things, I think that it's them and 3 other teams that should be tanking to try to get Cooper Flag. Chicago Bulls. Their over under is 27 and a half.
They were 39-43 last year.
I'm taking the under.
What did you say?
27 and a half.
You think they're gonna lose less than 27 games?
This is
Or
the
win,
other. This is
win 20.
this is one of the teams that I think should tank.
They should tank.
They should tank.
Okay.
Zach LaVine. They want to trade Zach LaVine, so I don't think he's going to be there.
Is Lonzo starting the season?
I think they said that he was. Yeah.
Okay, if Lonzo starts the season and is in better health, I can see him definitely going over.
Right. Yeah, I agree. If Lonzo is playing good, sure. But just like on paper right now, they want to trade Zach LaVine. Vucevic, they probably want to move Vucevic. So the rest of the guys on the team are young. Why not?
I can see him trading him around the deadline though, but I feel like they'll get over that mark by the deadline. So
I don't know.
the East is really competitive again. So
Yeah.
Who
Next
knows?
team, Charlotte Hornets.
they were 21-61 last year.
21 and 61. Their over under this year is 29 and a half. I'm also taking the under
The under.
because you cannot trust LaMelo Ball's injury history. I don't think I've seen I don't think he's had a season where he's been
fully healthy.
yeah
Maybe
ever.
his rookie year. Did he get
I
hurt
don't
rookie
think
year?
so. Yeah, probably. It
I don't,
wouldn't
th-
surprise me.
I don't think he did.
Did he not? I don't know.
I don't think he did.
The good thing with LaMelo Ball though is that I don't know if this number is correct, but I remember seeing a report where he wins like 46% of the games he plays in or something. So he wins a lot.
He knows how to win. I mean, he's been doing it since high school. He
Yeah.
knows how to win. So
If he stays healthy, they can get 30.
Yeah.
If they got 21 last year, they can get 30. Cleveland Cavaliers over under 48.5.
They'll go over. They'll go over if Darius stays healthy.
They're going over even if Darius doesn't stay healthy. What was their record last season though?
48-34. So
it's a good line there, Vegas.
So they will.
It's a good line.
They will go over if Darius stays healthy.
One game where he doesn't get hit in the head.
Please, please, for the love of God, no. And Jared Allen. Jared Allen's got to stay healthy too.
Yeah. The next team is the Dallas Mavericks. Their over under is 49.5.
They were 50-32.
I'm taking the over again.
Taking the over.
They didn't get worse. Matter of fact, you could argue they got better. They got Klay Thompson, R.I.P.
They got exactly what they needed.
Yeah, a 40% 3-point shooter.
Yep, exactly what they needed.
Now,
this isn't a part of the episode. Do you think they'll get higher than the 5th seed?
What were they last season?
A 5th seed.
They were 5th seed.
Yeah.
Who were the teams above them?
OKC, Denver, Minnesota, and the Clippers.
Yeah, Clippers. Clippers. We'll talk about the Clippers. Yeah, I think they could. They'd probably be my. Honestly, they might be my 2nd seed, behind the Thunder. Obvious that the Thunder is going to be 1. They might be my 2nd seed. Because this next team, the Denver Nuggets.
Well, the Nuggets were tied with the Thunder.
Right.
First, yeah.
Denver Nuggets over under is 50.5.
Yeah, they're going over.
What did they have last year?
57.
57 last year.
Them in Oklahoma.
I think they go over again, but I think they might end up with like 51-52 because they lost KCP. And KCP is a big part of that team. Plus Jamal Murray has some injury history. And if he plays like he did with Team Canada, he didn't look very well. He did not look very well. But I'm not holding that against Jamal Murray because it's Jamal Murray. He's had one of the craziest playoff performances I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes, like 3 days in a row. Shout out to the bubble. They were hooping. Shout out to the bubble. If you know, you know. But yeah, I'm taking the over. The Detroit Pistons over under 25.5. I'm taking the under.
As much as I hate to say it, because it's just something about Detroit I have faith in. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just big on Cade Cunningham. I don't know, but
yeah, they have a lot of good young players. But the only person they added was Tobias Harris. He's not getting you there.
Now, if Detroit does tank and they get Cooper Flag to add with that young talent, who knows what you got there?
That's exactly what I was going to say. This is one of the other teams that I would project that should tank because even if they go nuts and make the play-in or something, they're not making it past they might win the play-in game, but once they get to the playoffs, they're not winning.
Right.
So what's the point in even trying? If I was a Detroit Pistons fan, I'd rather tank for a chance at Cooper Flag or one of those other guys that are supposed to be really good.
I'd pray. I'd pray.
Yeah.
I'd pray to get Cooper Flag.
I mean, obviously you want Cooper Flag, but there's other guys in that draft class that are good.
This year's draft class is better than last year's, 100%.
Yeah. So I would try for that if I was the Pistons. The Golden State Warriors over under 43.5.
They were 46-36 last year.
I'm taking the over.
I'm gonna take the under.
You can take the under.
And I'm not doing it in spite of you.
I don't care. The reason why I took the over is because we had 46 wins last year, and I feel like we got better. We had one of the most slept on free agencies because we didn't get a huge name, but we got great role players. DeAnthony Melton, He can defend. He can shoot. He can do everything you can ask him. Kyle Anderson, same thing, and he's super smart. I also seen a video where he's trying to fix his jumper. Hope he does. Um, Buddy Hield, knockdown shooter. Is he Klay Thompson? No, but he's still Buddy Hield. He's gonna shoot the ball. And Pods it's gonna be his second year. Trace Jackson Davis, it'll be his second year. They've got games under their belt now. They got a year under their belt. Jonathan Kuminga could be his breakout year. Andrew Wiggins, RIP to Wiggins' father, but maybe he might step away from basketball for the season. I actually have no idea. I'm just talking. But if he does play, it wouldn't surprise me if he dedicates this season to his father and he plays really good. And I don't need him to average 20. He can give me 15. With all those other guys that we got, just play ball, Wiggs. Just play ball. There's my Golden State Warriors spiel. Houston Rockets over under 43.5.
They were 41-41.
I'm taking the over.
I'm taking the over as well.
They're another young team that just has more years under their belt.
And I believe they have the Rookie of the Year.
Reed
On their
Shepard?
team. Yes. If you've seen the preseason, Reed Shepard is a dog, and he was dogging them in practice.
He's very good.
He
Is very good.
I think he was picked third.
I suck at draft orders. The next team would be the Indiana Pacers.
Pacers were 47-35.
Their over is 47.5. I'm taking the over.
I'll take their over.
Tyrese Halliburton got hurt last season, and Pascal Siakam was half the way through the season addition. I think this team is just, they play so fast that 48 wins seems like it's inevitable.
And I believe the role players that showed up in the playoffs will show up in the season.
Yeah, Andrew Nembhard.
Yep.
TJ McConnell's TJ McConnell. He's always been like that. You still have a great big in Miles Turner. You got, I don't know what they're going to do with Benedict Mathurin. Do they move him? Maybe. I don't know. But the Pacers look really good on paper as long as injuries don't happen, which unfortunately they do. That's why we're projecting. The next team, Los Angeles Clippers, over under is at 38.5.
They were 51-31 last year.
I'll let you go first.
And you said they were
38.5.
under.
I'm taking the under too. I thought you would take the over.
No.
But I think
it all based on Kawhi.
Yeah. And Kawhi, hell of a player.
Yes.
He had a healthy season last year.
Yeah. If Kawhi shows up, Kawhi plays, they could get there. They could do it. I wouldn't count him out.
My
He
thing
was just
is
losing Paul George.
Yeah, my thing is just they have Kawhi and they have James Harden. Mm-hmm. If both of those guys perform great, they could do it easily. But as much as I want them to be successful, Kawhi Leonard does have the injury history. James Harden has spurts where he's just not that good anymore. I wish he was still the Rockets, James Harden. That's one of my favorite players ever to watch. He was dogging everyone. The Golden State Warriors Rockets rivalry was insane. It was great.
Very evenly matched too.
Yeah, I just don't think that they have it. I don't know what it is, but they don't got it.
Who else do they have on that team?
Zubac.
Oh, they signed Kevin Porter Jr. I forgot about that.
Yep. Oh yeah, they're a rehab center. I forgot. Yeah. They probably. I don't know if they still have Josh Primo.
They got Bones Highland. Mo Bamba.
Bald dude's leaving. Bald dude's crazy. What's his name?
Chris
old,
Dunn.
really old.
Marcin Gortat.
No, he's on the.
Zubac?
Are you looking at the roster?
Yeah, Zubac.
Bald guy. No, he's a wing.
There's no bald guy on the roster. He's already gone. He's already gone.
Am I tripping?
He's a wing, ball-headed.
He's old. What is his
Nicholas Batum.
No.
He's on here.
Does he even play for the Clippers, or am I?
Who are you thinking of?
Well, if I could, PJ Tucker.
Oh, yeah, he's on there. I thought you said white guy bald.
No, I said old bald.
Oh, they said white guy bald.
What do
yeah,
you?
PJ's right there.
Yeah, He asked for a buyout, so he's leaving. Which I don't know. He's like 57 years old. So, um, what do we just do? The Clippers.
Clippers.
The next team, Los Angeles Lakers. Over under is 42.5.
They were 47-35.
I'm taking the under.
Wow.
Because they didn't do any. The only thing they've done is add a coach, and JJ Redick actually looks like he's going to be a good coach, but Anthony Davis and LeBron James is all they got.
You need someone.
That's all they got.
I'm sorry, Bron. I love you, but your son isn't going to be that third piece. He's just not going to do it. At least not this year.
Yeah.
Maybe if you play till you're 60, both your sons will be those pieces.
Maybe. I don't know. But that's the reason why I'm taking the under, is just because I feel like they didn't do anything. They got JJ Redick, which a new coach. Like, who's to say that he's going to get wins? It's a new coach. Again, he looks like he's going to be a good coach, but typically, how many new coaches end up with a winning record? All right. Memphis Grizzlies over under 47.5. Last year they won what, 25?
27.
27.
I was expecting their over under to be like less than 40 because I was gonna say over. Being up that high, you said 47?
47.5.
I got their under. I got under.
I also have their under, but it's because John Morant, hell of a player. Is he gonna generate 20 wins by himself? I don't think so.
They didn't even generate 20 wins without him.
Well, they did.
Well, okay. When he was banned, okay. When he was banned,
yeah, for
that little
violence.
Yeah, that little stretch. They won like 2 games in that
I don't
stretch.
know. But the Grizzlies, I think they'll end up close to 47.5. But I don't know if if they do beat it, it also wouldn't surprise me because they're a good team. But it's just like I don't know if John Morant can add 20 wins.
If we're putting it in perspective with last year, like the Lakers last year had 47 wins.
Right.
So are the Grizzlies with John Morant competing with the Lakers?
From last year?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Because isn't Steven Adams still out? Is he still out? And is Jaren Jackson going to be out? I thought the Grizzlies had some people that were still hurt.
Didn't Steven Adams get traded to the Rockets?
He did. Okay. Sorry, I forgot.
But
isn't somebody else hurt? Or they got to worry about Jaren Jackson getting hurt?
Gigi Jackson's hurt.
Gigi Jackson, okay. I knew there was Jackson that was hurt.
One of them Jacksons.
One of them. Not Gage, bum ass.
Damn. But yeah. I mean, and I like Memphis ball. I'm a Warriors fan, so there's that. Where am I at? Rivalry. It's not really a rivalry.
No.
They were just yapping, and then Steph did his thing. But I like watching the Memphis Grizzlies play. It's the closest team to me, so there's that. The next team, Miami Heat, over under 44.5.
They were 46-36.
I'm taking the under, hard under,
Yep,
because they're notorious for being a team that loves to coast, to just make the playoffs, and then they turn it up. But at the same time, there's been all the stuff from like the Miami Heat camp that's like Jimmy Butler wants to leave. What's his name? The Pat Riley has been talking trash about Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler this, Pat Riley this. It wouldn't surprise me if Jimmy Butler gets traded at some point. So I'm taking the under. Plus, I think. No, never mind. Where
do you think he'd go?
Who needs a small forward that can afford him? He wouldn't go back to Philly. Because they'd also probably have to, if you're trading for Jimmy Butler, he's like 34, 35 years old. You're going for the championship, probably.
You're not going back to Chicago.
The Warriors have been in talks. I don't know if I want him, though.
We got Isaac Okoro.
I'm sure you would take Jimmy Butler.
Well,
let's say Evan Mobley. Let's say Evan Mobley's having like a defensive player of the year season, and he's developed a jump shot. Would you trade Jared at which? This obviously the Miami Heat wouldn't do this either because what's the point?
Yeah.
But would you trade Jared Allen for a guy like Jimmy Butler?
Yeah.
All right.
But I can't trade the young pieces.
But again, like they're not the Miami Heat won't do that. So that was a stupid.
I don't think the Cavs would do that either.
Let's pair Bam Adebayo and
Jared Allen.
Jared Allen, yeah. No.
Put Bam at the 4.
Yeah. It would have to be. Yeah. See, that's the problem. Is it would have to be a team that can give the Miami Heat something, but could also need Jimmy Butler. So
The
like,
Lakers.
what could they give them though?
Dalton Connect.
Draft cap, I guess.
Dalton Connect and Rui and some picks.
We'll see.
That's kind of low for the Lakers to give,
but also it's low for the Heat to receive because
but
even just losing Jimmy Butler, they still have Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero.
But I think those picks would make up for it though, because the Lakers might be dog water next year.
I guess it just depends on how good or how bad they actually are. If it comes to the trade, like if they have like
Pat Riley finesses against Bronny.
If it's okay, well, if it's like the trade deadline, I don't know how many games are played before the trade deadline. Typically, let's say it's half the games. 40. Let's just say there's 41 games played before the trade deadline. If they're like below 20 wins, maybe they just sell. And by sell, I mean Jimmy Butler, not the whole team. But I don't know. Again, I don't know. I'm yapping. Milwaukee Bucks over under 50 and a half.
Last year.
I think last year it was
49
like
and 33.
Yeah, 49.
I got the under.
I'm also taking the under because they are old. Old as dirt. Surprised Brook Lopez is still walking.
He'll be in running for Defensive Player of the Year again.
That's it. I think Giannis will be in running for MVP. But I just think they're so old.
Yeah.
They're just old.
I don't think Dame's panning out to what they thought either.
Well, it's only been 1 year.
I mean, he didn't meet expectations last year, at least in my opinion.
I don't think the Bucks in general met expectations last year, so I can't really put that on Dame. But the next team, Minnesota Timberwolves, over under is 51 and a half.
They were 56-26 with adding Julius Randle
and Dante DiVincenzo.
I can take the over on 51.
I'm taking the under.
Wow.
Because I researched, and I don't know how this is gonna work, but this is why I took the under. I looked at the first year that Cat and Rudy Gobert played together, and they won 45 games. So now I'm thinking they just traded for Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo. 2 good players, but they're going to have to get that first year in playing with each other. And me personally, again, this channel, I don't know, I wouldn't say it's known for it, but sometimes we crap on Julius Randle.
You do.
Well,
you
okay.
Do.
Julius Randle, all NBA player. He's all-star. You know, he's a good player. But he has possessions where he just takes stupid shots or does stupid things. So I can't wait to see the Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle Shaqtin' a Fool moments. But I hope they have a successful season. But that's the only reason why I took the under 51.5 is because I looked at the Cat and Rudy Gobert first pairing together, but at the same time, Anthony Edwards wasn't who he is today. So,
right. I think while I was out eating earlier, they had something about the preseason on, and they said Julius Randle will start in preseason next week. So,
well, then we can
we'll see
possibly
what it looks like then.
Yeah.
They play the Knicks soon, too, but I don't think Julius or Cat will play.
Probably not in preseason. New Orleans Pelicans over under 45.5.
Over.
Under.
They had 49 and 33 last year. Apparently Zion's lost weight. Apparently he's playing really, really well.
He is.
You added DeJounte Murray.
Yep.
So I'm not gonna sit here and say, conference finals or nothing, but you still got Brandon Ingram. You still got the pieces you had. What you say was 40 what?
Excuse me. 45.5.
Yeah. Yeah. You could do that. You had 49 with CJ McCollum. And they don't have CJ anymore.
They have CJ.
Oh, so you added DeJounte Murray so he could play. We can just move CJ back to the 2. You can move CJ back to the 2 and have DeJounte be the point. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got that.
The reason why I took the under is because the Brandon Ingram thing, they still look to move him. But on top of that,
though.
it's because they just don't want to pay him.
He's a
On top of that, they don't have a center. They're running Daniel Theis at center, and I think
they could put Zion there. He's just not tall.
Yeah, I think they could put Zion there too, but against a center, he's going to get rebounds, sure. But the rebound game is very important in basketball. So is he going to get more rebounds than Anthony Davis? Is he going to get more rebounds than Rudy Gobert?
Let's see. Zion's.
I'd say, if I had to take a guess, I'd say he averaged 6 rebounds.
In 2023, 2024.
6.7.
5.8.
Damn.
But in 2022, 2023, he averaged 7. Okay, rookie year 6.2, sophomore year 7.2, junior year 7, and fourth year 5.8.
See, that's not bad. But when you compare it to a center who averages 10 plus.
But I believe he played lower and more on the block those years.
Right, yeah, he had Jonas Valanciunas and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it couldn't work. I'm just saying
it's not
with the Brandon Ingram thing and not having a center, I'm taking the under. Obviously, they could go over very easily. Like all the talent you listed, they are a very talented team. Herb Jones, Trey Murphy III, Jose Alvarado, Jordan Hawkins. They are very talented, but just on paper, just taking a shot in the dark. You know, you can't. You don't. What's the saying? You miss every shot you don't take. There it is. The cliche.
Is it Katie?
Huh? You miss every shot you don't take.
Oh, who quoted like you miss 100% of the shots you don't take or something like that?
It was what?
Someone
Who said it?
Yeah.
It was Wayne Gretzky.
Oh.
The GOAT. Literal off topic, but Wayne Gretzky might be like the GOAT of
sports.
Well, okay. When you think about like basketball.
All right, we're gonna. That's like a whole other podcast right there. We're talking GOAT of all sports. Yeah, that's a whole.
Well, I'm not saying the GOAT of all sports, but I'm just saying like. So basketball, there's Jordan, LeBron. Football, you got Tom Brady and I don't know. Old heads have somebody for sure.
Comment. Football GOAT debate right now. Comment.
But like, okay, maybe I'm wrong because there are sports like Michael Phelps,
Messi, and Ronaldo.
There you go. See, Messi, Ronaldo, track, Usain Bolt, and I don't know.
Someone else fast.
Somebody else.
That guy that talks shit. On Team USA.
Who is USA? What's his name? I don't remember his name. Anyways, my point was that Wayne Gretzky is. Just check the tape. Check the Wayne Gretzky tape. He's a dog. I think he has the most assists, the most points, all of it. Anywho, the New York Knicks over under 54.5.
They were 15-32. And Cat.
And Mikal. I think that gives you 5 wins. I'm taking the over.
Me too. Does it compete with Boston?
They're my dark horse to win. I like the Knicks team a lot. I like the team a lot. But I do think they get 55 wins pretty easily.
Yeah. And you still got OG. You still got.
Yep. Mitchell Robinson, whenever he comes back. You have Josh Hart. Mm-hmm. You got McBride.
Jalen Brunson. I forgot. I forgot him. That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, you got guys like that. So I'm taking the over pretty easily there. Next team, Oklahoma City Thunder, over under 56.5. Over. Easy. Their team is just insane.
If they stay healthy.
Their team's insane. I think.
But I mean the Nuggets tied with them last year, so I mean.
But again, the Nuggets arguably got worse compared to the Thunder getting better. Like, there's no argument they got better. They got Alex Caruso and Isaiah Hartenstein. They got better.
That's true. But I don't know. It's just, even when Jokic doesn't try, he just finds a way to win.
Yeah,
they just find a way to win. So,
they do be winning games. I can't lie.
So it's like, and Jokic is always my favorite to win MVP. So, yeah. I honestly wouldn't hold it past him to win it again this year, to be honest with you. But that's a story for another day.
We'll see. Next team, Orlando Magic, over under 47.5. Over.
They won 47 last year.
Yep.
And they scared the shit out of me in the playoffs. So.
Yep. They. I
think this is Paulo's breakout year, in my opinion.
Could be. I like Paolo's game a lot. And
Did
on
they?
top of that, they added KCP, who is a veteran and can shoot the rock, which is what they needed, a shooter. So I think they win one game off of KCP hitting
And the buzzer
five
beater.
threes or
Oh,
something.
buzzer beater. Just
That
hit the
too.
48.
Five threes is kind of. I don't know if KCP's doing
The,
that
the
anymore.
cat the Cavs won 48 last year, so
Um, Philadelphia 76ers over under 52.5.
under.
I'm taking the over because Paul George was healthy last season, correct? I
Yep.
believe. I think Paul George and Tyrese Maxey alone, plus what they have already, even if Joel Embiid notoriously is injured, even if he gets injured again, I think a starting lineup of Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, Kelly Oubre, um, I, who's there for?
I thought it was Tobias Harris, right? They got rid of him.
Tobias Harris went to the
I
Pistons.
know they got rid of him. Is what I'm saying.
Who is there for? I don't remember. I don't know.
Hold on.
Maybe it's B-Ball Paul.
That's what I was
The
thinking.
GOAT.
That's what I was thinking. For
But I'm assuming if didn't they get Andre Drummond?
they did as a backup.
Like
maybe.
they have good backup players too.
Caleb
Plus,
Martin,
they're Caleb Martin. They have Jared McCain.
Reggie
They
Jackson.
have their team is good. I think even if Joel Embiid goes down, I think they could hit 52.5. But
I just think the East is so competitive. I don't think they'll hit.
Paul George
I don't
has
think they'll hit
also
50.
had injury concerns in the past. So if he also goes down, or if they're just not living up to
Hype.
the hype, yeah, I could see them going
Which-
under
Which Philly's had hype since.
forever.
Yeah, so it's like
We've been trusting the process for 27 years, and I've been alive for 24 of them.
come on now.
Next team, Phoenix Suns over under 47.5. I think this is a lock. I'm taking the over easily. Last year they had 49, right?
Yep. 49,
They had
23.
49 last year, and now they have a point guard, an actual point guard. They have Tyus Jones, plus they have a backup in Monte Morris. And if you want to run Devin Booker at the one, you have two great guys that don't make mistakes with the ball on your bench. I think they easily just do it again. Even if it's only 49, I think they hit 47.5 pretty easily.
I honestly forgot they got Tyus Jones.
Yep.
So now they're over.
And their only concern would
Bradley
be,
Beal.
well, I was going to say center depth.
Oh, that too.
But yeah,
But come on, Bradley Beal. He's good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. He's just getting to that point now where it's like there's people.
maybe he proves us wrong.
Maybe.
Portland Trailblazers over under 21.5. This is a tank team.
Under.
If you're not going under, what's the point? If you're not trying to get the pick, what's the point? I'm assuming they're going to trade Jeremy Grant. I'm assuming they're going to trade Robert Williams. Scoot's getting his second year in. Donovan Klingen's got his rookie year. Their whole team is young besides those two guys I named. Plus you got Denny Avdia for nothing. That was a steal of a trade. Like, just keep building. Just keep building. The Sacramento Kings over under 46.5.
And
Didn't they win 46? Yep. I'm taking the over. I think DeMar DeRozan can get you one win.
Right.
So I think that's just a lock. Again,
No, I got that for sure.
I don't even have anything else to say. I just think DeMar DeRozan gets you one win. San Antonio Spurs over under 35.5.
Over.
I knew you were gonna say over.
Over.
This guy's a Wemby stan.
Oh.
I too
Over.
like Wemby a lot. But what did they have last year? 23?
22.
22.
You add Chris Paul.
Is Chris Paul at 49 years
Did
old?
you not watch them the other night?
Yeah, he threw like 4 oops. I got it.
Exactly. That's all you got to do.
I'm not saying it's not. But
All you got to
again,
do.
I don't know. That's a lot of wins just for adding Chris Paul. Can Chris Paul
And they
do
still
it?
got Stephon Castle. They got Harrison
Yeah,
Bond.
Stephon Castle's probably my favorite rookie in the class.
Still got Trey Jones.
I'm not saying their team's bad. I never said that. But what I'm saying is Chris Paul has done it before. Could he do it again? Absolutely. But he's so
What
old.
do you say, 33?
35.
35?
That's 14 games.
They got to be better than the Grizzlies. No, I'm going off last year. They'd be better than the Grizzlies, Jazz, and Rockets. Wait, 35 you said, right?
Yeah.
So Grizzlies and Jazz. Because Rockets had 41 last year. And I think the Spurs team now can beat the Grizzlies and Jazz now.
They could. They could.
Wemby's gonna win Defensive Player of the Year.
He probably will. He's a
And
monster.
He's
Hey,
he's
I
that
can't get
guy.
I can't get all of them right.
He's that guy.
If
man.
I was perfect,
I'm telling you, man. Watch.
I don't know.
Wemby might have an MVP run.
All right.
Who knows?
Toronto Raptors over under 29.5. Under.
They won 25 last year.
I'm pretty sure Jakob Pertl was at the stand and he said that what's the guy's name? The president of I don't know how to say his name. I don't know how to say his name. But I'm pretty sure he said that they're tanking this year because there's no reason to be good. And that's what I don't understand from teams that don't have a good roster. What is the point in being good?
I think it's pride.
But even then, it's like, yeah, we won 30 games. Now we don't get a good pick, and we're not going to be in the playoffs. We're just here, you know? It's like, if I'm going to be bad, at least let me get something.
Right.
If I'm going to be good, go for it. If you're good, sell. I mean, buy. If you're bad, sell. There's no reason to be middle of the pack. You don't get rewarded with anything unless you're like the Rockets who own the Nets pick. You can go be good, and the Nets can be ass. And there you go. Which, actually, now that I'm saying it, I think the Rockets do own the Nets pick. So, do they have an incentive to be bad? I don't know. I don't think so. So maybe I take the over on the Nets now that I think about it, unless I'm completely wrong and they have their pick. Don't know. It's too late. I'm past the Nets. We're all the way at the bottom, baby. Utah Jazz over under 28.5. Under. Just be bad. Do what you've been doing.
Give Laurie away.
They can't. He's untradeable this season.
Oh, really?
Because he signed his new contract and some stupid rule won't let him be traded. Would look good in the Warrior jersey, I'll tell you that. Tell you what. Washington Wizards over under 20.5. Under. They look like ass. They're so
we
bad.
can beat them.
The preseason, they look bad. Imagine what they're going to look like in the season. Matter of fact, last year I did this thing towards the end of the season. I don't know how I'm doing these episodes. But I did this thing where I would do this like Fliff. You get a free $1 every day, and then I would try to turn that $1 into some money, and then we turn that money into $50 because you have to get $50 to cash out. This year, if you download Fliff, just take your $1 and put it on whoever's playing the Nets and whoever's playing the Wizards. Put them in a parlay and just let it sing. Matter of fact, I'm thinking about taking $100 and putting it on whoever's playing the Nets on the first game and whoever's playing the Wizards on the first game.
Do you want to know some Wizard stats from the preseason? Who do you want to know they played against? The Raptors or the Knicks? Which stats would you want to know?
Let's do the Raptors because the Knicks have a good team.
Okay. Their point leader was Jordan Poole with 16. He shot 5 for 9.
My goat. That's good. That's good statistics. 5 for 9. Not bad.
Rebounds. Jonas Valanciunas had 6.
That's what he does.
And Jordan Poole had 6 assists.
Yep. Jordan Poole bounce back season. I hope for that. That's the only
Alex
thing
Sarr
I
had
hope
15 points though. Shot 3 for 4 from 3.
That's because.
And Kyle Kuzma shot 1 for 7 from the floor. Had 2 points. Shot 0 from 3 for 3. Jonas Valanciunas had 3 points. The one other French dude that played with Wemby,
Bilal Koulibaly.
yeah, he had 10 points.
He's good.
Marvin Bagley had 8. Their bench was putting in some work. Nobody went like stupid crazy, but
it's also the preseason.
Yeah, this
So-
guy Tristan Vuka something. He was a second round pick, but he had 10 points and shot 4 for 4 in 8 minutes.
Yeah. So the Wizards just sell.
Sell everyone, keep Alex Sarr.
That's it.
And hope Coop wants to go play with him.
That's the over-under for every team. I counted out my overs and unders. I had overs 13 and unders I had 17. Obviously I'm just hoping for a competitive year of basketball because I like watching teams play close games unless it's the Warriors. Please win by 20 every game. I can't take it anymore. I'm getting old. My heart can't. The pressure. It's getting
Get back to the promised land, Golden State.
Shoot. That'd be nice.
Just to play Boston.
Hey, we beat them before. Yeah, I was about to say. We beat them before.
Beat them with Porzingis. Think you could?
With Porzingis? Probably not. Probably not.
Who knows?
Yeah. I don't know. I've seen crazier.
You said Steph signed a 1 year deal, right?
He signed an extension.
Extension. It was just 1 year though, right?
Yeah, but I don't know when his contract expired to begin with. I don't think it was this year.
I thought I read somewhere where him and Bron's contracts expire in the same year.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Maybe the Lakers start off so bad that they let his. Matter of fact, if I remember correctly, LeBron wanted to go to the Warriors last year. The rumors when we were trying to trade for him, he wanted to go. The person that shot it down was Rich Paul, his agent. So, kick rocks, Paul. Huh? Go back to Adele and let LeBron and Steph team up. Please.
You think the league would block it?
No. I think people would love to watch them play because if he joins the Warriors, like our team's not anything crazy. Like we have good pieces, but it's not like he's Kevin Durant joining us when we were stacked, which was some of the most fun basketball ever. Yes, it was. If you go back and watch as a non. Okay, well, whatever.
It wasn't.
Whatever.
Why do I want to watch my team lose 2 more years in a row?
No, never mind. 73-9 was the year before. Anyways.
The good year.
Whatever. That's a tire. Anywho, I don't think anybody would actually be upset about it because even if we add LeBron, we'll have Steph and LeBron. That's crazy. But outside of that, depending on who we give up, team's probably not going to look that great.
Now, what if Steph went to the Lakers?
I think that would be stupid. I think Steph should be a full-time or a 4-lifer. I think he absolutely should. I thought Clay should have been a 4-lifer. Here we are.
Things happen.
Yep. Guess he doesn't like riding around in his boat as much as we thought he did.
We'll see if he gets along with Kyrie, though. You know how Kyrie is. Picks a fight with everybody. So we'll see.
You got beef with Kyrie?
No, just Kyrie's. You know how Kyrie is.
I've never met him.
Neither have I. But from what I've heard, it's never anything good.
He can dribble pretty good.
He put Ron and Kyrie back together is what they need to do.
I don't know. All right, well, that's it.
That's it for today. Like, comment, subscribe.
This is the first episode. The game plan is to drop an episode minimum once a week. I would like to do 2, but it just depends on where I'm at, what's going on, and whatever. My goal is to put one up every Wednesday of just me yapping every Wednesday about what's going on, what's happened. I want to be more involved on TikTok. So, like, let's say it's a Thursday night and somebody gets traded, I'll go to TikTok and make the video. Then next podcast, I'll talk about it for a short period of time, but I had already gotten my thoughts out on something. Then maybe like Saturdays or the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, one of those days, maybe I get somebody like Preston, or maybe I get, I don't know, Gabe, or you don't know who Gabe is. I don't know why I just said that. Maybe I get somebody to come talk on the podcast.
Gabe's a nobody.
That's crazy. I didn't say it.
He's a ref.
I didn't say it. He is a ref. Matter of fact, we could be gaming right now, but he's reffing. So, how am I supposed to get my rep up on 2K when he's not here to play? Anywho, they're not going to be able to see.
No, they're not going to be able to see that.
Just imagine
a big 6'5" zebra.
You ever seen Shrek? No. Okay. All right. That's it. Yep.